What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another NBA Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of $50 giveaways, we did another $50 giveaway last night from a two-man, from the winning two-man that I randomly selected down in the comment section. As you guys know, you all put your favorite two-mans down in the comment section. This morning I scrolled randomly, stopped, checked to see if that two-man was accurate, and then am giving that person, the first person that I checked happened to hit their two-man. So the winner of the two-man from last night is Rippers 401 Wolverine. Rippers 401 Wolverine got it with Tatum under 9.5 rebounds and Nick Richards under 9.5 rebounds. That Richards play was easy money on that under. But yeah, Rippers with the Tatum under 9.5 rebounds and Nick Richards under 9.5 rebounds. You are the winner of the $50 giveaway. Hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL so I can get your info and send that over to you. Appreciate you as always for commenting, subscribing, liking, all that stuff as always. And again, we're going to continue to do this because I know you guys are enjoying it. Put your favorite two-man down in the comment section. I will randomly choose a winner again. And today's winner will get free monthly access of Props Made Easy. So you'll be able to take this hit, turn it into free access for Props Made Easy, and then turn it into way more profit than even the $50 would be. So free access to Props Made Easy for a month to somebody down in the comment section who gets their two-man correct tonight. All right? Let's get straight into it. Starting off with NBA on Prize Picks, Denny Avdija under 2.5 turnovers is at 5.6 EV% on Prize Picks right now. Minus 134, the consensus odds throughout the industry. Personally, yes, this play is over 5%, and it's definitely an interesting play to me. I like to really see this be closer to minus 140 for me. I really look at the consensus. I'm like, okay, if over 150 books have minus 140 odds or higher, or close to minus 140 odds, that is a really good shot at that play. At least if you're trying to be as safe as you possibly can be, right? So minus 134.76 is definitely in play. But I already know that as the day goes on, there's going to be plays that hop over that minus 140 range. There's going to be plays in that upper 130s, minus 138, minus 139. That'll be even better than this. So as of right now, while I'm talking about Denny Avdija, he is over the 5.64 EV% on the under 2.5 turnovers. The AI technology projection is at 2.08. When we look at Denny over the season, he's hit this in 64%. Yeah, I really like this spot for Denny though. Okay, but if you want to be the safest you can possibly be, you can wait for those minus 140 kind of consensus odd ranges if you want to be. If you're really low on bankroll, you could do that. But these 5% or higher EVs are really the only way to attack. I wouldn't go anything under 5 EV. Anthony Simons, over 2.5 rebounds at a 5.32 EV%, minus 133 consensus odds on the over. Projection on the over at 3.06 on his rebounds. We look over the season, he's hit this rebounds in 50%, averaging 2.7. A lot of the early on in the season, he wasn't rebounding much, but as you can see from there on, it's been a good bit of rebounding for him. If we look at last 20, he's hit it in 60%. If we look at last 15, he's hit it in 60%. Last 10, he's hit it in 60%. Okay, I thought it was going to go up. But either way, he's got a solid hit rate on those rebounds. He's been rebounding a lot more since that beginning kind of rebound slump in the beginning of the season. So Anthony Simons over 2.5 rebounds is a good one. Yabasule, over 8.5 rebounds and assists at a 5 EV, minus 132 consensus odds throughout the industry on the over. Projection is a 9.62, a 1.12 projection differential on the over as well. When we look at him so far since he's been getting his opportunity with no Embiid, he hasn't hit this a ton, but again, the situation is perfect here. He's going to have to play a ton of minutes here against Jokic down low to match that size, so we'll see what happens. He has been a little bit banged up. I'm not sure if he'll be back or not tonight, but we'll see. But right now, the data leans towards the over on the 8.5 rebounds assists for Yabasule, but it is very low, low 130s in the consensus odd range, which, like I said, my favorite are up in the upper minus 130s or in the minus 140s or higher. But it is a 5% EV, so that's the baseline that you want to go. You don't want to go under the 5% EV, especially if you have a low bankroll and don't want to take much risk, okay? You want to play the safest you can. When it comes to Prize Picks goblins, the highest goblin right now, which is crazy. Normally we have over a 90% season hit rate on these goblins, but Christian Braun over 9.5 points plus assists at 87.8 season percent hit rate over the year on this one. So Christian Braun would be the best goblin that we have available right now. Moving on. Over on Underdog, Anthony Simons over 2.5 rebounds. We talked about that previously. It's minus 133 consensus odds on the over. Paolo Banchero under 7.5 rebounds at minus 133 consensus odds on the under. Let's move on. Better picks. Over on Better Picks, you have Jonas Valanciunas over 7.5 rebounds, 5.9 EV percent. So this is exactly what is available over on Better that's not available on Prizepicks and Underdog yet. Okay, you have consensus odds in the upper minus 130s here. Minus 138 consensus odds on the over, 7.5 rebounds, projection of 7.58 on the over. If we look at Jonas Valanciunas over the season, he's hit this in 63.4% as well as all of his last 7 games. What is that, 7? All of his last 7 games straight. Jonas Valanciunas against the Lakers tonight over 7.5 rebounds. I really love. And again, you got to have those multiple sports books to be able to take advantage of this. Like you need to, like for example, I wouldn't place any bets on Prizepicks and Underdog right now, and I'd go straight over to Better and place this Jonas Valanciunas paired up with this Michael Porter Jr. over 14.5 points at minus 136 consensus odds on the over. Projection of 16.49, a 1.9 projection differential. We look at his season hit rate on this line. He's hit it in 76%, averaging 18.2 points a game. So Jonas Valanciunas over 7.5 rebounds, Michael Porter Jr. over 14.5 points would be one of my favorite slips. Why? Because these consensus odds are over minus 135 on both of them, especially the Jonas play. I really like this Jonas play. And you could really sit back and wait and hope Better doesn't bump that Jonas play up to 8 rebounds. Kind of sit on it a little bit and see if a another upper like minus 138, minus 139, minus 140 or more play pops in or Better, and then you can pair Jonas with him. But Jonas Valanciunas I really love tonight on the over 7.5 rebounds. Over on DraftKings Pick 6, again, because of the payout structure, you don't have that solid EV, even though the consensus odds are high. The under 9.5 assists on LeBron James has a high probability of hitting at minus 150 consensus odds on the under. Due to the payout structure, the EV is not very good. But nonetheless, LeBron James under 9.5 assists is a good bet. He's hit this in 59% and a ton over that last 10. If you look at all that green at the end, look at that 80% over his last 10 games. So really good spot there. Let's check Dabble. Over on Dabble, Jonas Valanciunas, Michael Porter Jr. play. Same thing as over on Better. I really like those two plays right there. Over on Vivid Picks, nothing too crazy on Vivid. I wouldn't even get nothing started on Vivid right now. All right, let's check Fliff real quick. Let's look at favorite EV. RJ Barrett over 4.5 assists. And the reason they show up on favorite EV right here, favorite EV is going to be the lower risky plays. The plays where they're already favored on the sportsbook at minus 120 odds or higher, and then the EV is still over 5%, meaning the consensus odds are still a good gap different than where you're getting it on that sportsbook. So RJ Barrett over 4.5 assists, you can get at minus 125 odds on Fliff, whereas that's minus 141 consensus odds throughout the industry. Projection, AI technology projection after simulating the game 10,000 times down to the play level is at 5.52. We look at RJ Barrett on the over 4.5 assists. He's hit this in 64.7% as well as his last 3 games straight. I really like RJ Barrett's over 4.5 assists on Fliff. You can play that solo, straight bet, minus 125 odds over there. All right, let's keep the favorite EV selected, and let's check FanDuel. We have a big one right here with Davion Mitchell over 3.5 assists is already minus 150 odds on FanDuel to go over 3.5 assists, yet consensus odds are over minus 170. So you're still getting the good EV at minus 150, 5.27 EV percent. Davion Mitchell over 3.5 assists is a great one. Kyle Kuzma is slightly under that 5%, but we'll talk about him. Kyle Kuzma over 8.5 rebounds plus assists against the Lakers. Minus 128 minus 128 odds on FanDuel, whereas the consensus odds throughout the industry are all the way up to minus 143. Projections on the over as well. We look at Kyle Kuzma on this line over the season. He's hit it in 41%, but he has hit it in the last 4 games straight, and then now he's going into a good matchup against the Lakers. So Davion Mitchell over 3.5 assists, Kyle Kuzma over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Good little two-man over on FanDuel. Let's check DraftKings. DraftKings tends to have some better look at this. Grady Dick under 3.5 rebounds is minus 120 odds on DraftKings to go under 3.5 rebounds, but yet it's minus 157 consensus odds throughout the industry on the under 3.5 rebounds. Projection on the under as well at 3.1 projection. We look at his season, he's hit this in 52% as well as going under in the last 4 games straight. I really like the Grady Dick under 3.5 rebounds play on DraftKings at minus 120 odds. And then you compare that up with Anthony Davis over 0.5 three-pointers made. He's minus 160 already on DraftKings, but he's minus 190 throughout the consensus odds throughout the industry, which is why he's still a good EV play, even though he's minus 160 huge odds. He's minus 190 through the industry. So you're getting better value on DraftKings than most other places at minus 160. So the over 0.5 three-pointers made on AD. Michael Porter Jr. over 5.5 rebounds. You can grab it minus 130 odds on DraftKings, where it's minus 149 across the industry. Projection on the over as well. So Anthony Davis over 0.5 three-pointers made. He's hitting 48%. Michael Porter Jr. over 5.5 rebounds. He's hit in 64%, averaging 6.52 rebounds. But yeah, so a lot of good plays on the board right now as we go right now. On Prizepicks and on Underdog, nothing too crazy, even though we do have over the 5% EVs, and you can place them if you'd like. They're still solid plays. These consensus odds are a little bit lower. Like I said, if you have a lower bankroll and you're wanting ultimate safety, even though these EVs are super high, try to wait till you see these consensus odds closer to minus 140, like minus 138 or higher. You know what I mean? While still having that big EV. That way you're taking less risk still. You know what I mean? The higher that consensus odds, the less risk you're taking on the pick, because more sportsbooks have even more highly favored on that side, which will be represented in the higher the EV goes, right? But if you look over on Better Picks, this minus 138 play for Jonas Valanciunas over 7.5 rebounds, one of my favorite plays of the day over there on Better. Over on Dabble, you have the Jonas Valanciunas play available over here as well. Really like that spot, man. And then over on Fliff, that play that we talked about. So there's a lot of options. As always, though, to get the best value from Props Made Easy, you need to be a member. It's only $20 a month. You can utilize the tools all day. Different plays pop in all through the day. What you see at the top of the tool right now is nothing compared to some of the value that you'll see popping in as the day goes on, right? Like, you have amazing options pop in as the day goes on. So make sure that you stay up on it and continue playing those top EV plays, man, and you'll be able to change your hit rate for the better. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Post those favorite two-mans down in the comment section. The best two-man will be getting free monthly access to Props Made Easy. You'll be able to turn that monthly access, that free access, into even more than that $50 giveaway would be on those $50 giveaway days. So thank y'all for joining me as always, and let's get it. I'm out.